Hey everybody, it's LaShawn. Welcome back to my channel. I am your Pampered Chef Chick, and I was just finishing up washing my dishes. You can see them all there in the dish drainer. And I was about to wash my cast iron skillet and thought to myself, I'm always explaining to people how to take good care of their cast iron skillets. Why don't I make a video? So voila, here I am. I'm gonna show you how to take care of your cast iron skillet. So I have my cast iron skillet here, nice and yucky and greasy. And I sauteed some vegetables in it earlier today, which is why it looks like that. And this is the dishwater, if you can see, I'm gonna show you. This is the soapy dishwater that I used to wash my other dishes. And you would think you would just take this and immerse it into the water. Nope, I'm gonna let that water out because you do not want to put soap on your cast iron skillet. No soap. Soap is bad. Never use soap. Nada. How do you say soap in Spanish? Let's see if it says it on here. Nada. It doesn't say it. Don't use soap on your cast iron. Ever, ever, ever. I wash my cast iron with salt. And I use the coarse salt. It doesn't have to be Himalayan. This just happens to be what I have. You can use any large grain of salt. And I use our scrapers. These are the pan scrapers that you'll get with every piece of stone you buy, you get a scraper. We also sell a set of these. They actually have a set of Tiffany blue ones now, which I love. But anyway, so the other thing you're not gonna do, so this is like cooked on food, and normally with a pot, you would think you would soak it in water. Do not soak your cast iron. These are the things that I learned when I first started using cast iron, which was only 2 years ago, believe it or not. But one, don't soak the pot to get the gooey stuff off of it. Number two, you know how you might cook and you'll have leftovers and you'll just put the top on your pan and put it in the refrigerator? I don't know about you, but I do that. And I just store it in there because I'm gonna eat it for leftovers tomorrow. Don't do that in your cast iron. You cannot store leftovers in your cast iron. I learned that the hard way when I went to go eat my macaroni and cheese the next night and it smelled like cast iron. So don't store food in there. But what you wanna do is you're gonna run, you can use hot water, as hot as you'd like. Run hot water in your cast iron. Then I'm gonna use my pan scraper. Let me turn that off so you can hear me. I'm gonna use my pan scraper and I'm gonna get all the gunky food, all the sauteed vegetable leftover scraps off the pan. These pan scrapers work on any dishes that you want. They even work on your counters, your kitchen counters, your stove tops. They're like the most useful things on the planet. So once I have all the food scraps out of my pan, I'm gonna run some more hot water. Get the vegetables off my hand. I'm gonna run some more hot water to make sure all the food scraps are out. Then, so I use the salt just because I feel like it takes any extra residue food. Like I made broccoli in here. I don't want my macaroni and cheese to smell like or taste like broccoli the next day. So this is actually an extra step. Typically, once you finish scraping the food out and you use hot water on it, you're done. Your cast iron skillet is clean. But I go the extra step. I have a silicone sponge. I take one more step and just clean it with soap because I feel like it's gonna take out any leftover broccoli taste or feel. Just rub it around a few times and then I'm gonna rinse it. Rinse out my cast iron. Rinse the back of it, which technically shouldn't be dirty, but I always rinse it anyway. And then the final step, well no, this is actually not the final step. This is like the second to the last step. I take a towel, I dry it out because you definitely do not want your cast iron to ever get rusty, so you can't leave any water in it. Then the final step, once I've dried it, I'm gonna take my cast iron. All right, you guys can look at me now. I'm gonna take my cast iron and I'm gonna put this in the oven upside down for like 5 minutes on a very low, I just want a warm oven to make sure I'm getting out all of the moisture from the cast iron. So there you have it. That's how you take care of your cast iron skillets.